welcome back to my video. This is the second part of the chapter 4 that we are going through, that is accounting equations. Here we will understand the main important terms like accounting expenses, prepaid expenses, unearned income and accrued income. Before going through those terms, I have explained you the mnemonic of assets and liabilities. Okay, we will just recapitulate here because it is going to help you throughout the accountancy. Okay, so let's start. The word clear. C for capital, I've told you capital, L for liabilities, E for expense, A for assets, and R for revenue. Fine. So these are the terms. If expense and asset increases, we will show on the debit side. And the inverse of it, if it will decrease, we will show on the credit side. Fine. In the case of capital, liabilities and revenue, the cases will be different, or you can say inverse of the expense and assets. If it will decrease, we will show on the debit side, and if it increases, we will show on the credit side. Fine. Now we'll move to the first term, that is outstanding expenses. What is an outstanding expenses? When the expenses of an accounting period remain unpaid. Okay, means I have received the benefit of that, but I have not paid for that. Okay. See, for example, rent for December 2018 was due but not paid. That was rupees 7,000. So it is a kind of outstanding. Means it is due. We had lived on that room on the month of December, but as soon as the rent was due, we did not pay for it. Okay, so it is the kind of outstanding. Fine. So what will be the journal entry of the outstanding expenses? The expense, see, expense is increasing. I have told you now, if expense, see, here what we have said, if expense increases, will show on the debit side. Fine. So expense is increasing, we will show on the debit side. So increase, and outstanding expenses is decreasing, that's why we show on the credit side. Fine. And one more thing I have to say is that the outstanding expenses will be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. Fine. So this was all about the outstanding expenses. Next one is prepaid expenses. Prepaid expenses, as the name suggests, prepaid means paid in advance. Okay, so prepaid expenses are those expenses which are paid in advance. Okay, though it is paid in advance, it can be said that it is an assets. Okay, and as we know, assets in the balance sheet it will be shown on the asset side. Okay. See, balance sheet as on asset side, prepaid expenses by the certain amount. Okay. What will be the entry of prepaid expenses? Prepaid expense account debit to cash account. Fine. The next one is accrued income. Accrued income means those income which we have earned but not yet received for a particular period. Fine. Means we have earned, we can say for example, like we have earned a rent but we have not collected from the customer. So this rent amount can be said as an accrued income. Though we have earned but we have not received in our hands, we have not got in our hands. So this is also a kind of an assets. Okay. So the next one, the last one is unearned income. What do you mean by unearned income? The name suggests we have not earned, means not earned. Okay. So the money received from a customer for a work that has not yet been performed. Fine? Means we have not performed the job, but in advance we have received the money. Okay, so this is an unearned income. It is the liability for the receiver, because the receiver has not yet performed the job, but he has received the income. So it is a kind of a liability for the receiver. So this was all about the terms which will help you in the further accountancy. Okay. So hope these all terms are very clear to you. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.